On a Saturday night in Medon, Massachusetts, it is jam-packed in here for the MIAA State Tournament round of 32 game between the Old Colony Cougars and the BCA Eagles. This game is expected to be very competitive through and throughout. Two very evenly matched teams, it seems, by their seasons. BCA, if they were to win this game, would be the furthest they've ever gotten in a state tournament. They had the bye in the round of 64, or whatever you would like to call that one. So it only needs one win for that. And then if they beat Hopedale, who knows where it goes from there. Yes, a trip to Hopedale's was at stake for this game, and we are about to be underway. I don't know if those live can hear me. But if you can, I say again, this game will be available, both the live version and the version I am recording on March 9th. We are underway, and Cardinale wins the tip off. Here's Braden Moraes. Defended by 5. He drives up, loses the ball, goes out of bounds. They're going to say it was tipped out of bounds by the defender. It's going to remain BCA ball. Moraes inbounding it. He's got Cardinale in the corner, defended by 22. Here's Romero, defended by 14. Back out to Moraes, Bechet. Moraes puts up a 3. Off the rim, won't go. Good rebound, Cardinale. Here's Bechet, back out to Moraes. Here's Romero. Moves to his right, back out to Moraes. His three-pointer goes through! BCA strike first. 30 seconds into it, it's 3-0. Old Colony on their first possession of the game. Here's 22, trying to push off Moraes. Getting out to 1, defended by Costello. Races to the paint, floats one up, it won't go. Good rebound by Braden Moraes. He'll get past 1, taking it past half court, trying to shift it around him. Here's Costello with a 3, won't go. Rebound Cardinale, and he's fouled. BCA expected to have a large advantage on the rebounds tonight. They have a significant advantage in the height department, especially with Cardinale. He has 2 in the first minute. Moraes inbounding. Cardinale in the paint. Defended very well. They force a jump ball, and that's going to Old Colony. Good play to get on Michael Cardinale, something especially in the first half of the year many teams did whenever he even touched the ball. It was an entire team, and now here's 10, past half court. We are a minute into this one. 3-0 BCA. He's defended by Romero. Still around where the logo is. He drives up, out to 22, defended by Moraes. 22, misses the shot. Good rebound by 1, but he heads it over to Cardinale, and Moraes is fouled as he receives it. And so BCA has come out of the gate swinging. Old Colony trying to make a good stop here. Already in the full court pressure. And now here's Cardinale, defended well by 14. Out to Romero. Moraes now. He's got an open Costello. Will he try to find him? Shot clock got 25. Here's Romero. Out to Cardinale in the paint, and Cardinale has scored. 5-0 Eagles. Moraes almost came up with the steal there. Here's 14. Out to 1. Drives into the corner paint, and the pass is picked off by Moraes. Moraes won't go. He missed the layup. It would have been a brilliant play. Here's 22 from the line. It goes. An Old Colony on the board. A minute and 52 seconds into it. It's 5-2. BCA hoping that missed layup from Moraes doesn't change the tie of this game. Here's Costello with a 3. Won't go. He's 0 for 2 so far. Here's 5 on the rebound. He's fouled. It'll be number 1. Well, not number 1. It'll be 21 inbounding it. Costello a few feet away from him. 5:52 in the first period. 5-2 BCA. All the 5-2s on that board. Here's 5. Cardinale near him. Otherwise, nothing. Gets it out to 22. Defended by Moraes. 22 drives up, back out to 14. Here's 5. His shot goes through. They call it a 3. His foot was clearly on the line there. Should be a 5-4 game. But we'll have to make do with what we have. Here's Costello. 2.5 minutes into this one. Moraes bobbles the pass. Recovers quickly. Moves to his right. Here's Castell, defended by 21. Out to BCA. Moraes with a three. Got it! Eagles back on top. It's 8-5. Almost 3 minutes into it. 5:10 remaining in the first period. Here's number 5. Out to 22. 10 now. Castell spaces near him. 21, back out to 10. They're going around. Here's 22 with a three. They can't get those 3 points back. Good one-handed rebound by Castell. Heads it over to Moraes. Down the line. Moraes moves to his right. Good move. Trying to get it past 22 here. Here's Cardinelli in the paint. Cardinelli has scored. They scored 5, allowed 5, and scored another 5. The lead is back to 5 with 4:35 remaining. Here's 21, defended by Castell. Out to 10, defended by Benten. 21 again, pump fakes, puts up a floater, and it goes. It's a 10-7 game. A lot of fans for both teams, and BCA throws it off the defender, number 5. And so the Eagles will remain possession. He had nowhere to go with that one. Don't want to force a delay, of course. Good steal, but they knock it out of bounds, and BCA will inbound again. It was a good play by 5 and 14 to pounce into the area. 4:16 remain now, and it's Moraes inbounding. This defense putting on lots of pressure, but they've let a lot of guys slip past them, like right here. Here's Castell from the corner, out to Romero. Moraes now, just beyond half court. Moves to his left, defended by 22, tries to button the spin, keeps the ball, a foul. And he'll inbound it. 4:03 remain in the first period. Good, tight one so far, as we all expected. They move where he's inbounding from around half court to under the hoop. Here's BCA, out to Moraes, his three-pointer, got it! They double the lead, 13-7. Moraes is on fire. 9 points on the night. Here's number 10 with a three, missed it short. They couldn't cut the lead in half there, and Moraes recovers it. Moraes out to Cardinelli, right outside the paint. His pass is blocked and stolen by number 10 of the Cougars. He takes it past half court, out to an open 21, who fakes the three, moves to his right, out to 5, trying to find somebody with some space to them. Here's 22 with a three, clanks off the rim, and BCA get it back up 6 with 3 minutes and 20 seconds in the first period. Moraes trying to make a move here. Here's BCA. Won't go. Rebound Cardinelli, and he's going to score. Eagles, the better team in the first 5 minutes of this game, but this is still anyone's game to win. They lead by 8. A lot of cameras filming this game, eh? Here's 10 in the corner. Moves to his left. BCA is on him. Locking down. He moves into the paint, and he's blocked by Cardinelli. Recovers after when the air gets into an open 21. They cover him quickly. Here's 14. Moves up to 5 in the paint. Missed the floater short. Rebound Moraes. Trying to take it past 5 or get it down to Romero. Here's Castell from the corner. Back out to Romero. Defended by 22. 2 minutes and 30 seconds remain in the first period. Here's Moraes. And they'll say they tried to push him out of bounds. Contact. I thought they were going to say he stepped out of bounds and would belong to Old Colony. Nay. It remains BCA ball. 2:28 remain. They lead by 8. Romero puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound, and a little fight for it. It goes out of bounds, or he doesn't want to play, and he's fouled. Great play by 21 to keep that one alive. They're going to retain the ball here. And that ball was just banking off the fingertips, and a timeout taken for BCA. A play called Chicago is called. I assume that was the coach yelling. We'll resume play. 2:21 remain. It was a great effort for the fact that it's their ball right now, the Cougars. And here's 21 who made the good play, inbounding it out to 14 in the paint. Slips under Cardinelli and puts it through. Great play. Moraes down to Romero. Here's Cardinelli. He couldn't get it. but it lands in Costello's hands. Moraes fakes the three as he's defended by 14. Gets it out to Romero. Cardinale right outside the paint. Back out to Romero. Drives up. Romero has scored. He drove into the paint and sort of shot it sideways. It's an 8-point lead. And here's 21 of the Cougars. Right outside the paint. Out to 5. He bobbles the pass. Great play to keep it in bounds. And they still have possession. Oh my goodness. Here's number 10, who he passed it to. Back out to 22. And here's 21. Out to 5, who made that wonderful play. Bounce pass out to 14. 10 seconds on the shot clock. They're struggling to move it. Here's 5 with a floater. Won't go. Rebound Moraes, who has 3 threes on this one. Costello with a corner 3. He's got it. Timeout, Old Colony. Eagles up by 11 with 1:16 in the first. Timeout comes to a close. Old Colony trying to get back on track. They have possession. They trail by 11. But St. John's against our girls team, they trailed by about 8 early in the game and came back. Here's 22 with a floater. In and out. 5 trying to rebound. They'll say it remains Old Colony ball. Personally, I didn't see any BCA contact there, but ref has a better angle. No. And now here's 10 inbounding it deep and high out of 21. Knew Costello wasn't going to be able to reach up the tip of the way. 21 is struggling here. Gets it out to 10. Defended by Moraes. Here's 14 from the corner. That 3 was tipped by Moraes. And it went short. And now Moraes has it. Out to Cardinale. Romero with a 3. Got it. They are on fire so far tonight. And here's 10. He's fouled. He had 2 BCA defenders right on top of him and 1 nearby. No substitutions on the BCA side all game so far. It'll be 2 free throws for number 10 of the Cougars. Will any noise be made? Not on that shot, and he makes it. 23-10. And now the Cougars call a substitution. Here's 34 coming into the game in number 5. Comes out. Seems to have some decent height on him too. 10 makes both free throws, so they get 2 of those points back. 23-11. Here's Moraes with a one-handed pass out to Romero. And the Eagles have possession again. Deep pass down to Cardinale. Here's Romero. This one doesn't go. Rebound Costello. Out to Bechet. Now here's Moraes directing traffic. 20 seconds remain in the first period. Shot clock turned off. Here's Moraes. And he recovers his own shot. Puts this one up and he's fouled. Oh, what a play to keep that one. And now he'll get 2 very satisfying free throws if he makes it. 10.5 seconds remain in the first period. About as electric of an atmosphere as I've ever seen in this place. It is filled to the brim like it was on senior night. And Moraes misses his first free throw, prompting cheers and jeers, as we call them. It remains 23-11 as of now. And that one misses as well. And that's a foul by Moraes on 21, who rebounded it. BCA are on their bonus. The Cougars are not. Oh, I accidentally kicked my stand. 8 seconds to go in the first period. Trying to get a big score here to shift the momentum. Here's 10 with a floater. Won't go. And that's going to do it unless Moraes makes a miracle shot. No. And that's the first period. 23-11 Eagles after 1. We are just about ready to enter the second period of this one. I can't really say anything else for the Cougars other than they've been outplayed. They haven't even had many opportunities to shoot that many shots. BCA defense has been all over them. Still no substitutions on that Eagle side. And if that's not evident of this game so far, I don't know what is. Here's Braden Moraes. Bobbles it, recovers. Here's Costello from the corner, out to Moraes beyond the free throw line. Way down to Romero. Defended by nobody, gets out to Costello. Deep three, won't go. And it's rebounded by number 5. Trying to get a pretty big score here. Here's 14 open. He took a little time to corral it. That buys the BCA defense some time. And he's not able to pull off a shot. Instead, he has to pass to 10. He's defended by Romero. 15 seconds have been wasted from that shot clock and 30 seconds from the period. And here's number 10 with 15 seconds on the shot clock. Out to 5 into the paint, and the pass is picked off. And a little one-handed spin around from Moraes. Now here's Romero driving up, won't go. Starting to miss a few more shots as of late. Here's 5, he couldn't handle the pass, BCA ball. Mistakes that you cannot afford to make happen in a big game like this. Some try to say that this is the biggest sporting event that has ever occurred in the town of Mendon, Massachusetts. Deep pass down, and it's picked off. And here's 22 with a 3. He's got it. The lead is cut to 9. It had been as big as 14. Here's Murray's trying to get his team back on track. Costello open. And that pass is picked off by 22. And number 22 out to 5. He scores. 7-point game. Timeout BCA. Eagles started off red hot. They've cooled down ever since, but they still have a 7-point lead after that timeout. 6:42 remain in the first half. And this Cougar defense, though they've allowed 23 points, has been on BCA all game. Same goes the other side. Here's Romero, out to Cardinale in the paint. Back out to Costello from the corner. He missed the 3. Rebound by number 14. Good pass down to 10. And here's 10 in the paint. He's blocked by Romero. Good rebound, 34. And he gets it down to 14. 22 is in the game for the first time all game. He supposedly averages around 30 to 40 a game. Here's 14 out to 22, almost stolen by Moraes. Now 14, back out to 22, defended by Bechet. 11 seconds on the shot clock. You've got 10 seconds. The countdown not going on right now. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Here's 22 with a shot. Doesn't go. It's rebounded by 34 and the possession continues. And now here's 10 with a 3. In and out, rebound 34. They're just getting all the rebounds this quarter. Here's 5, he loses it for a moment, collides with 34, gets it over to 10. Here's 22, lengthy possession here. Closing in on 40 seconds, here's 10. This shot doesn't go either, rebound 14. It just keeps on going. Here's 10. Out to 5, he takes a step, puts it up a layup, and it goes. 5-point BCA lead. They're on a 9-0 run. Ever since those 2 free throws, it seems it's awoken that team. And now here's Moraes. Braden Moraes with a floater, it goes. And they get 2 points back. 25-18. Now here come the Cougars. Here's 22 with a 3, 4-point game. And they just have all the momentum now. We're almost halfway, though, through the second period. And they foul Romero. It's number 5 on the foul. You could tell they were starting to come in close. And Justin Morgan is preparing to come into this one. And Ben Bechet comes out. 14-2 run in the last 4 minutes for the Cougars, and they're going to come up with a steal here, but 22 stepped out of bounds. Now here's Romero out to Moraes. Trying to get something going here. Costello's open. Gets it out to Romero. And Cardinale was blocked. It goes out of bounds. Cougar ball. They set up a perfect screen, and he couldn't get even near where the ball went on time. Cougar ball down just 4, and they're starting to believe again, ain't they? 4:23 in the first half. Here's number 10, twirling around near Morgan. Gets it out to 22. 22 with a floater, 2-point game. Shot after shot after shot. Now here's Romero down to Morgan. Back out to Romero beyond the line. Here's Morgan from the corner. This defense all over BCA, but Cardinale has scored. A great play, heavily contested. The lead is back to 4. 3:54 in the first half. Here's 34, out to 22, defended by Morgan. He drives up, out back to 34. Morgan on him as well. Here's 10, defended by Costello. Morgan as well in that area, and that pass too far for number 5. BCA ball, and how big would it be if they could score here? It would be a major flip on that momentum switch. One that in the last 4.5 minutes or so has been all on the side of the Cougars. Because they call a timeout. Costello was seemingly about to step out of bounds. That's a good timeout by BCA. Timeout comes to a close. BCA ball up by 4 with 3:35. They have not lost at home all year. Seems like it could be in jeopardy today. But they still, of course, lead by 4. Here's Romero defended by 22. Gets himself a little space. Hand off to Moraes. 5 in the air. Romero setting the screen. Moraes still has it. 15 seconds on the shot clock. He puts up a 3. Won't go. He missed a short rebound. Costello. Shot clock resets. Here's Moraes. Fakes the 3. Fakes it again. Out to Romero. His 3-pointer. Not good. And Cardinale rebounded it, but I don't know what happened there. All I know is it's Cougar ball. Down by 4. They've got it after it was a 14-point Eagle lead towards the end of the first period. They've cut it to as little as 2. Now trying to cut it back to 2 or even 1. 10 directs traffic. 10 seconds gone from the shot clock. He's defended by Costello. He moves up. He floats up a shot. It's a 2-point game. He put it in off the backboard. Now here's Costello defending very well, and he's fouled. It'll be Moraes inbounding it. Number 5 jumping up and down, defending him near him. Deep pass down to Cardinale. Great play to Carl. Here's Costello with a 3. Missed it short, and they just can't hit anything anymore. Especially on the 3-point side. They have 4 points this quarter after 23 in the last one. And that 3-pointer would have given Old Colony the lead, but it misses. Now here's Moraes directing traffic. Desperate to get some momentum back on his squad. He's a wide open Costello. Number 10 gets to him quickly. Bounce pass out to Romero. Here's Moraes now. Braden Moraes drives up. Floats up a shot. It goes. The lead is back to 4. 2 minutes. 2 minutes remain in the first half. Tight, amazing to watch game. Here's 10. Out to 14. Costello near him. Back to 10. He fakes the 3. Gets it back out to 14. 10 again. They're just going back and forth. Here's 14 again. He fakes the 3. Back out to 10. His 3-pointer goes through. It's a 1-point game. They are clawing their way back. Not so slowly, but very surely. And now here's Moraes. It's stolen, and number 5 is going to miss the shot. Rebound by 10. Defended by Cardinale. Steps up, puts up a 3, and that one doesn't go either. Here's 5 with the rebound back out to, I couldn't tell who shot it. It was 14. He missed the 3 rebound. Moraes, so that's a clutch stop by BCA towards the end of the first half. Old Colony seems certain to take the lead there. Here's Moraes. Out to Romero. 10 is zoning out Costello, who moves up. Now he has the ball. Back out to Moraes. His 3-pointer won't go, and it's rebounded by 14. Cardinale couldn't come up with it. Here's 10. There are 44 seconds in the first half. 22. Number 10. Trying to move that one up. 35 seconds left in the first half. This shot won't go. Rebound 14. Briefly. Good steal by Moraes. They're trying to finish this half out strong now. Here's Romero. Romero Cardinelli. Put it in off the backboard. It's back to 4. Probably the final possession of the half. It would be a big stop in a 3-point game. Not 4, my bad. Here's 14. Out to 5. 6 seconds left in the half. 14. Back out to 5. His 3-pointer. Bang! They tied it at the buzzer. 31-31 at the half. You always hear the term tale of two halves. Well, this so far has been the tale of two quarters. It was 23-9 BCA at one point. They cut it to 23-11 right before the end. But the Cougars outscored BCA 20-8 in the second period. And it's tied at 31. Now here's number 22 trying to capture even more of the momentum. Here's 10 with a 3, and the Cougars have taken the lead. Eagles trail for the first time this game. Here's Costello. Out to Bechet. Moraes now steps a little. Moves to his left. Hands it off to Romero. Back out to Moraes. Defended by 5 and 14. His pass goes to nothing. They try to claim there was some pushing going on. Nothing called, and you'll just have to live with it. Cougars with every bit of momentum you could possibly imagine. 22 can't extend the lead. No foul called as a player from each team ends up on the ground. Here's Moraes with a 3. We're tied again. A big 3 from Brandon Moraes. It's 34 apiece. Here's number 10. He misses the shot. 34 rebounds. It goes out of bounds. It's going to remain Old Pony ball. Just over a minute into the third period. 10 out to 14. Wide open 3. Hayes got it. Nobody even near him on the play. And the Cougars are back on top. Here's Cardinelli. They swat it out and steal, and number 5 is going to be fouled. Unbelievable turn of events. Now look at 2 free throws from number 5.
Look at the stick. Oh God. What is my stick? Really?
4-point game. Now their biggest lead.
Not really. No, not really. Nobody. She doesn't have.
And they've sucked all the energy out of the BCA side of the building. Now here's Moraes. Defended by 5. Moves to the right. Out to Cardinelli. Here's Romero. Jack Romero has scored a layup. The lead is cut in half. 38-36. Here's 34 open. Out to 22. Defended by Moraes. Number 5 moves traffic. Good. Pass out to 10. Romero claps in his face as 10 moves to the right. He's defended by 2 guys trying to pace him. He's passed them. He's blocked by Cardinelli. Good defensive play there. Eagles trying to steal all that momentum back. Here's Romero. Out to Cardinelli. He's fouled. The shot goes. It will not count. Nothing more unsatisfying than a foul committed against you that ultimately could hurt you if they come up short here. Nobody open. Gets it to Romero in the paint. Here's Ben Bechet. Out to Moraes. His 3-pointer. In and out. And it's off 22. Out of bounds. It's going to remain BCA ball. It hit off his back. I haven't seen something that odd perhaps all this season. BCA glaring that opportunity. They can't think about how they had a 14-point lead. Play every play in the moment as Costello's blocked out. Doing good rebound by Moraes. Oh my goodness. Here's Romero in the corner. That three won't go. They're going to rebound this one. It's BCA. Defended very well. He gets it over to Moraes. Here's Romero. Out to Cardinelli. Romero has it now. Jump ball. BCA ball still. We saw a possession from Old Colony earlier that got quite lengthy, and BCA are starting to draw one of their own. Here's Cardinelli in the paint. He's fouled. And that would have been a huge, huge and one. And they'll settle for the 2 free throws. But as a really tall guy who thrives in the paint, his main thing isn't shooting from further ranges. So we'll see how this one goes here. Makes the first shot. It's a 1-point game. They had it on the board now. Got it. Work hard. And now each team has had a 2-score lead that's been vanquished at some point in this game. Here's 22 trying to get the momentum back to his squad, directing traffic, getting it out to 14, defended by Costello. Hands it off to 10, defended by Moraes. Here's 22, defended by Romero. 18 seconds on the shot clock and 22, out to 34. His three-pointer won't go. Rebound Cardinelli, hand off to BCA, and they're starting to pick it back up a little. They're starting to have some rhythm. They've scored 15 points ever since the first quarter. Here's Moraes, and he kind of faked the shot. There it goes out of bounds. Old Colony ball. Frustrating, frustrating play for the Eagles. Here's 10. 4:45 in the third period. 38 apiece. Drives up, steps back, puts up a three. Off the rim and off the end of the backboard. It bounced over the backboard, and BCA gonna get it back. He shot that one with a lot of force, a little too much. And when the rim is really bouncy, that's the sort of thing that happens. They're still in that full court defense. Here's Romero. BCA back on top. A huge and one. Jack Romero as pumped up as we've ever seen him. With a clutch play, and he's trying to get that next free throw now. 14 is coming out of the game and is replaced by number 1, his first appearance, and so the Cougars much more willing to substitute this game than BCA so far. Misses the free throw, rebound Cardinelli. Out to Costello, his three-pointer, got it! Timeout Old Colony, and BCA have retaken all the momentum with 9 unanswered points. I've never seen a coach as mad as Old Colony's coach was during that timeout. They're desperate to get back on track. 12 minutes remain in this game. Here's 34 in the paint. He's blocked by Cardinelli. Took it right out of his arms. What a play. Now here's Moraes. Out to Romero, drives up, and he's swatted away as he tried to go up for the shot. And Old Colony get right back. Here's 10 racing up the court. He puts it in. The game remains tight as ever. 3 points, the difference between these teams. Here's Costello, out to BCA. Moraes now, defended by 10. Good for them, though, to end that 9-0 run. Here's Costello, who made it a 5-point lead earlier. Gets it out to Romero. His three-pointer. It's good! Oh, my goodness! 6-point game. Here's number 1 driving up, and he's fouled. He'll get 2 shots. Now, the left side, never mind. Not obstructed anymore. They've been outscored 12-2 in the last 3 minutes. But that free throw goes through, and that's a 5-point game. Their biggest lead, 4. Their biggest deficit, 14. The biggest deficit of the second half was 6. And now it's a 4-point game. Back and forth we go, it seems. Here's Romero driving up out of Gusteau in the corner. Back out to Romero. He loses it briefly. Here's Moraes now with a 3. Hey, he's got it. 22 floats one up, and it won't go. We got fast, very fast back to play after Moraes made a 7-point game. Here's another 3. This one doesn't go. Costello defending number 1 very well. Now he fouls him. I always say it. Defending a little too well. But they still lead by 7. 2:40 remain in the third period. The building now is getting very loud. Here's 10 out to 34. Moves to his right, out to 22. Defended by Romero. Tries to spin it past him. He drives it. Oh, what a shot that would have been. He was falling to the ground like Patrick Mahomes is diving incomplete pass. And now a timeout is taken. Not a timeout. It was a technical. My mistake there. But Moraes is going to take some free throws. I have no idea how that is. My apologies for the mistake there. Obviously the T means technical. Moraes makes his second free throw, and that's it for the free throws. It's an 8-point game, and they'll have the ball. What was the tech? That's the question. Everyone was like asking for one right before it happened. We resume normal play now. Here's Moraes defended well by 22. Ali Costello. Here's Cardinelli in the paint, and Cardinelli. Oh, what a play by Cardinelli! 10-point lead. Here's number 10. Floater goes. Back to 8. They respond quickly. What a game, though, we are witnessing. No matter the result, he's a foul by number 1. They're on their bonus. For the second time in 3 quarters, they're on their bonus, and Moraes will take 2 free throws here. So that is certainly a weak spot. They know they're out like heighted, and so they've been very aggressive on defense, but it's led to a lot of fouls. Moraes' first free throw misses. Got it. 9-point lead. Here's number 1 of the Cougars. Fast pass down to 34. Out to number 1, moves to his right. Number 1 drives up out to 22, who mishandled him. Moraes almost made an unbelievable play. Still, here's one wide open in the corner, got a 3. 6-point game. I don't even know if I can use the word momentum for this game because each team just claws back and forth. Number 34 just fell down. Cardinelli has scored. I have no idea how he fell down. I believe that fan that was spoken to was a fan of the Cougars. They usually, opposing fans don't make its way to this end, but this, of course, being a big game. Yeah, they've had a tech on their team, and they've had warnings on their fans. I'm starting to not like this school. Five is coming out of the game. Cougar ball down by 8. 1:13 remain in the third period. Hands it off to 22. Here's number 10. Moves to his left. What an amazing play there, unfolding here in 22. Misses the shot. Good rebound, 34. He's fouled. 22 made the three, but it will not count. I hate to use the overused term, but that was some little razzle-dazzle they were performing there. One-handing it all to each other. They couldn't execute it with a field goal. They're on their bonus two now, so the fouls are racking up for both teams in this game. That's what happens when you have very aggressive defense. About as tight of a game we've seen all year. 8 points separate these two teams. 34 misses the first free throw. I mean, never have I seen people jam-packed into all areas of this building. It is getting loud in here when either team does something, especially the Eagles, of course. It's a home game. 34 makes the second free throw. Most people knew it off his hands. It's a 7-point game. Final minute of the third period. Deep pass down the Cardinale from Moraes. Stays with it a moment, gets it out to Moraes, who's in the corner, defended by 14. Out to Romero. Moraes again, 20 seconds on the shot clock. Moves to his right, gets it out to BCA. Trying to find somebody open, or will they go for Cardinale in the paint? Here's Moraes with a three, up high, it goes off the rim. Good rebound, Cardinale, shot clock resets. Here's Romero with a three, got it! And now here's number 22 of the Cougars, if you could see the other half of the court. Moves to his left, drives up in the paint, floats up a shot, in and out. Rebound, Moraes, and he's fouled. He'll get 2 free throws. What a big foul that is there. Oh, that is not something you want to do. It would have been unlikely that they would have been able to get it, with how potent these defenses have been, get it past all those guys in 13 seconds. I don't think they would have scored, but now they are sure to score at least once before the end of this quarter. And they already lead by 10, their biggest lead 14. Got it. 59-48. Notice there's no cheerleaders. Wouldn't have been any room for them to stand anyway. Little formation shift there. They'll know the strategy behind that one. Moraes makes his second shot. 12-point game. Final 10 seconds of the period. Here's 34. Out to number 1. Back out to 34 in the corner, puts up a three. Got it. Moraes is just going to heave it. Clock runs out. It's going to be a 9-point game entering the fourth period. No substitutions for either team in between periods. And had that clock not gone off, had it just been 2 halves, without any break would have occurred. 9-point game. Eagles out in front. Cougars always on the doorstep. They even led by 4 at one point in that wild third period. Here's 22. I mean, the Eagles scored 29 points that period, the Cougars 20. Here's number 10, bobbles it a little bit, gets it out to 34. Here's 1, defended by Costello, drives up, floats it, it doesn't go, and a Cardinale, of course, towering above the rest, gets a rebound. Still anybody's game, though. Moraes twirls around, drives up to the basket, and has an and 1. The magician, what very well could actually be his final home game, is once again raking tonight. We said it in senior night when we all thought that was the last home game. He made a half-court shot against SLA and what was already a blowout with 40 seconds in the second second period. And now he completes the M1. The lead is 12. Cougars not dead yet though. They made a big three from the corner at the end of the third period, and number 10 is fouled as he went up for the shot. It missed. But they'll get 2 just sort of constructive free throws here. Foundational in laying at this point what would be a pretty impressive comeback. Makes the first shot. They're within 11. And he once again makes both free throws. It is a 10-point game. 45 seconds into the fourth period. And here's Maurice, defended by 21. Getting it over to Boucher. Here's Romero now. Pump fakes. Moves to his right as he's defended by 22. Gets out to an open Costello. 21 races to his area. 15 seconds on the shot clock. 6:56 left in the game. Here's Maurice. Handoff Romero. Jack Romero out to Costello. His three-pointer won't go. And it's rebounded by number 10 of the Cougars. He drives up, gets it out to 21, moves to his right as he's defended by Costello. Here's 14, open for a moment, didn't shoot. Now here's number 10 trying to twirl around, defended very well, heavily contested, 15 seconds on the shot. Here's 21 with a three, missed it well short, and it's rebounded by Maurice. Braden Maurice, defended by 21, what a play, but he couldn't hit the shot. Here's 22. Number 22 is blocked. No fouls. I think some contact. Short good man. Here's Romero open. Lose it. Get to the Boucher. Great play to keep this possession going for BCA. And look short of scoring and look short of end. Here's Romero with a three. Got it. Cold-blooded three for Jack Romero. Their second biggest lead is 13. Here's number 10, missed it to the right, and 5 steals it right back, he's fouled. And I think the foul should have been called about 3 seconds earlier. I mean, unless there's some mega theatrical flopping act going on, that would have been a foul call. But they'll get 2 shots nonetheless.
Go White! Theo!
5 misses his first shot. Makes the second one. 66-54. And they steal it, and 22 has just scored. 10-point game now. Timeout. And after that disaster that led to a quick steal and score for the Cougars, the Eagles trying to regroup here. Whenever one team does something, the other team responds quickly, in this second half especially. Now here's Romero, past half court, beyond the three-point line, defended by 22. Gets it out to Maurice, almost stepped back court. Maurice again after the quick pass to Boucher. He drives up and he's fouled. And while the Cougars have done a good job keeping the Eagles in check just barely, their time is starting to dwindle. 5 minutes and 18 seconds. They still trail by 10.
Give it to him. Give it to him. Right up,
He's got
right
Cardinale. Cardinale in the paint. Here's Boucher. Here's Romero with a three. Missed it short. And it's a good play to rebound it for Old Colony. Here's 22 driving up, defended by Maurice. Gets out to 5. His three-pointer, got it. They are nowhere near dead yet. 7-point game. They have a 6-0 run in the last minute or so. Here's Romero. Jack Romero out to Maurice. Defended by 21. Braden Maurice. Back out to Romero. 4:45 in the game. Boucher now. Out to Maurice. He couldn't handle the pass. It's Old Colony ball. And they're starting to build up the momentum that they had in the second period and for the first part of the third. Trying to mount an amazing comeback. Here's 10 from way deep, heading over to 21, now 22, back out to 10. They performed this play earlier. They're doing it again. Number 22 drives up, and he's blocked by Cardinale. A huge block in this stage of a huge game. Now here's Costello. Defended by 14. Moves to the left. Bounce pass out to Maurice. 20 seconds on the shot clock. Braden Maurice shifts a little out to Costello. Here's Romero. Romero floats it in and out. Ends up on the ground, and Costello comes down with it. great play to keep this possession going, and the shot clock resets. They're winding that clock down, and Moraes is winding the ball into the paint, but he missed the shot, and it's rebounded by 14. Now here's 10 racing up quickly. He scores. 5 points are the difference, and this really is anyone's game. And barring we go to overtime, 3 minutes and 34 seconds remain on one of these two team seasons, at least for the state. BCA, of course, have that Ohio tournament next. They lead by 5. They led by 13 in this quarter, or 12. Here's Moraes. Good play to keep it. Moves to his right, gets it out to Costello. Contested well. Here's Cardinale in the paint. Got it off the backboard. Lead is 7. 3:15 remain now. Here's number 5. Out to 22. Defended by Moraes. 22. Out to 5. Oh, he could have shot there. Now he shoots a 3 and he missed it to his right. He airballed the 3 with 3 minutes to go. Oh, that was not the shot by number 5. And they're calling sub, and unsurprisingly, after that play, he's coming out of the game. Now he'll get a little whooping from his coach. Eagles by 7. Final 3 minutes of this one. Here's Boucher, out to Costello in the corner. Back out to Boucher. Costello, corner, 3. Got it! Huge 3 from Costello Bronco. 10-point lead. Now here's number 10. Out to 21 in the corner. This one is an air ball as well. Goes out of bounds. It'll remain Old Colony ball. But now they're starting to realize they're in miracle territory to pull off this one. Or about to be. Still doable. Oh, what a long-lasting pass that was. 14 hands it off to 21. Defended by Costello. Here's 22 with a 3. Clutch 3 from 22, and it's back to 7 with 2.5 minutes left. Full court press doing a lot for them, except it results in fouls like there. BCA aren't on their bonus yet, unfortunately, so they'll have to inbound, something that has proved a daunting task all game, but they've been able to penetrate. Both teams have. That's why it's been pretty high scoring for high school basketball, especially D5 level. 2:13 remain. Here's Moraes, out to Cardinale. Defended by 34. I'd like to see Ben score. 2 minutes and 2 seconds remain. Here's Romero. 14 seconds remain on the shot clock. Moraes with a 3. That one misses short. What a rebound by Cardinale. He missed the shot. It pops into the air. There's a foul. Who's it on? It's on the Eagles. 1:50 remains. Of course, each team thinks the foul should have been on the opposing squad. Now, I don't know what their season's been like, but if they have a miracle, they need it now, and a timeout to discuss strategy. And what a scene we have. Timeout comes to a close. It'll be Cougar ball if you can see them. Down by 7 with 1:43 in this one. Crowd rises to its feet, including me. They'll start off from down deep. Now here's number 10, out to 21. Everyone chanting defense at the BCA fans, but 14 scores. It's a 5-point game with 90 seconds. Trying to use up any bit of clock that they can. And this is still anyone's game. Here's Romero, deep, out of Cardinale. What a clutch shot for Cardinale, and it's back to 7. Here's 21. What a move, and they get both points back. Foul! Oh my goodness. Foul. It's on number 21 of the Cougars. The lucky BCA is on the bonus, though eventually they're going to start wanting to foul, right? They didn't want to there. You could tell he was mad, he fouled, and it goes out of bounds. Whose ball? I think this one might belong to the Cougars. Dan Murray debates the call that was made here. Cougar ball down 5 with 55.3 seconds. I think you gotta let this one go. Costello Bronco comes out and Justin Morgan comes in. Oh my goodness, I haven't felt this much intensity in a game all year. By far the closest contest. Whoever wins it, earned it. Anyone's game now. Here's a 3 from 22. What was he thinking there? Oh my goodness. Not the moment for 22. Gotta be patient. You still have a full minute. They're gonna start fouling soon. Maybe even now. BCA desperate to get it away from them. They don't want anything that could give their opponents a chance. But the foul does happen. Will they get shots from this? They will. They're on their bonus. The Cougars have pointed out carefully. But these would be 2 massive, massive shots if he makes them. Crowd silent. And Romero makes the first shot. Oh, that one didn't go. And it's still a 2-score game. Here's number 10. Are they going to go for the 2 here? It's blocked by Cardinale. The shot clock turns off. One shot would be the dagger. Here's Bechet. Loses it for a moment. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be Cougar ball. But they have lots and lots of work to do if they want to pull this one off. They leave 14. 20 seconds remain. They need 2 threes. Here's 22. This one goes. 3-point game. 13 seconds to go. Timeout BCA. Up until this game, the most intense BCA game I'd ever witnessed was a senior. No, I don't know if it was senior night, but it was a loss. A home loss against SLA about 2 years ago. They lost 74-70. This one has one-upped it. Worst case scenario for BCA, they see, is overtime. Cougars sure to foul. And now the main pressure is making a free throw when it comes to that. Will they try and go for the steal? Oh, what a play to keep it away from the foulers. For the moment, they come over and what a play by Cardinale. Timeout taken. What a play by Cardinale to take it back. That could be the play that saves this game. The timeout comes to a close. 6 seconds for the Cougars to pull off a miracle. Probably the final play of the game. Of regulation. Moraes out of Costello. He's fouled. And if he makes one of these, it's over. If he doesn't, they'll have 5 seconds to send it to overtime. Biggest moment of his career so far. Can't make the first one. And that only adds to the pressure. They'll still need a rebound, the Cougars, or either team really. He doesn't make it. Cougar ball. 4 seconds to pull it off. How intense is this? They send BCA up on the defensive side. The entire Cougar team, except for 10, has somebody on them. And it is into the hands of 10 at the buzzer. Won't go. 22 wasn't matter anyway. It's over. It's over. The BCA Eagles have won the game. They advance to the run to 16. They win it 74-71. What a scene here in Mendon.